Ah, this is where all the budget went on. I get it, it's damn well shot. How much I think most of the work is done by the color correction, but still, for a show with the budget and the time to produce, it's damn good looking. How much? Let's not talk about the same scene just without the black bars. Gira is just moonwalking. Before I really start with the review, I have a big question. And that is, what's this show's deal with evacuation plans? Like, we had one like last episode, and now it kind of feels repetitive. With most of the jesters gone, Yanma had the brilliant idea of fully powering up God King-Ohger with their Kingstone, making it at least Ultraman Ginga big. Like, here's the thing. Like, Ginga doesn't have an actual recorded size. He's sized from micro to infinity, but still, like, it's really big. But if you want to be actual lore apparent to Ultraman, Ultraman Max big. The big problem with this entire plan that Yanma has, Jeremy kind of destroyed his Kingstone literally 2 episodes ago, so yikes. I still don't like the Kingstone thing. It still feels very tacked on as something that the writing team just kind of threw on for like no apparent reason. But I did like that at least their powers had some sort of like mechanics in the creation of this ultimate god King-Ohger. While Dagdead, mad and bored, madly bored, might I say even, finally get to do something. And that is kick the crap out of the kings so bad they need to activate another evacuation plan. I'm sorry that I need to, return to the beginning of the review, but for fuck's sake, why another evacuation plan? Like, can anyone tell me why they did it? It's almost like the writing team was given an instruction that they need to go full 50 episodes. So what they did is they just like, oh, let's just not do anything between episode like 44 to 48. And we're just going to slow it down way too long. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. But for a thing that I did like is the fight, because it had the intended weight that the show actually put on Dagdead, with his character not fighting as often. And also, it was kind of funny to see the Fang of Defiance power-up thing being still a thing that didn't work. It's like, you tried, it didn't work. While the actual plan of evacuation is just to take all of the citizens of Terra and just migrate to another planet. How much, to be completely honest, they should have done it in the Fury of the Gods, because if you really think about it, like, the god cicadas can go underneath. So it's like, oh, what's actually like scarier? A character that literally is just going to hunt them forever, or a bunch of gods that are just being controlled by a madman? Yeah, like, no matter what, they should have evacuated from Terra actually with the Fury of the Gods, and not like, oh, we probably can't win against Dagdead, so hey, let's just have them migrate to another planet. Like, I don't know, it's just super repetitive. I didn't like it. It's like, I wish that they just didn't do an evacuation plan with like not even one episode apart. It's literally an episode after an episode they did an evacuation plan. Like, I understand it's giving some sort of a stake, but in one point, too many stakes is actually boring. Like, I can't have a T-bone every day. Like, I need some chicken. I'm sorry. But one of the few things that I really liked about that specific, like, scenario in that area was Duga saying, hell nah, we're not fucking continuing the same cycles that we had since leaving King-Ohger. We're staying here, and if we're dying trying to actually get our Earth back. That was cool. I actually loved Duga's interaction with Raculus, fully kind of like being on the king's sides, how much he doesn't even want to leave Gira to die. But that was so great. Like, it actually had an emotional impact. How much, we did the entire thing of like the kings telling their retainers that, hey, in one point, you're going to actually need to replace us. And they needed to pretty much say, oh, okay, after kind of denying it for so long. That was a bit that I didn't like, but everywhere from like Duga's speech to Rakiles pretty much helping Duga to rally the troops to go back and actually help the kings in the fight against Dogdead. And also I like that like Hat Guy is continuing to be an important character. It's weird with Kijimin actually like trying to get the kingly stones, but it's like, Gira's like young friend is like, no, that's not the real one, this is the real one, this one is louder. I don't know, I just kind of found it funny, and I'm truly am hoping that when the Dawn Brothers and King-Ohger like crossover is going to be a thing, we're going to get him and Minoru interacting. I don't know, I would actually find it really interesting. While after that, like, there was this really cool beginning of like a fight scene that was semi-interrupted for something that I'm not sure if I like or not, and that is like a beginning of a fight between Kijimin and Rakiles. Rakiles being fully a good guy, and now like Kijimin is like the last jester, and he was pretty much being an imposter for pretty much the entirety of Rakiles' life. So there is very much this deep connection between those two characters, and it kind of got caught off with the return of Deathrock that returned for some odd reason. Here's the thing, the characters did talk about opening back the doors of the underworld, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense, because if you really think about it, I don't believe they actually got the time to open them up. And it's clearly the Darujan somehow opening up the doors of the underworld for everybody to come back. If it is, like, it's kind of dumb, because Grody could have come back. Probably Hillbill and fucking the entirety of the other jesters could have come back, because I think like their deaths were let's say a lot less brutal than how Deathrock died. So like I am not sure how he kind of like came back. Could be some sort of a connection to Tarantula Abyss, because we didn't see it since probably like the episode when Deathrock died. So maybe Tarantula Abyss does have some sort of a connection to the underworld, specifically with its name being Abyss, so it kind of makes sense. But overall, like, this episode was good, but the last 4 episodes really hurt it. I truly believe that the last 4 episodes shouldn't exist. We could have had Darujan just return from the dead, kill all of the jesters, maybe like somehow like create a time loop where Mothman is kind of stuck in. Maybe he would banish Grody to just kill a bunch of planets, but pretty much kill the less important one, aka Hillbill and Ninja Dude, and just have Kijimin by his side, because like Kijimin is a damn cockroach. Like, he would actually survive literal like nuclear blasts. I don't know, but yeah, what you thought about King-Ohger episode 48? 2 episodes from the finale. Next episode is probably going to be the finale, and episode 50 is going to be the build up to pretty much the crossover movie with Dawn Brothers and King-Ohger, and then we have Boom Boomcher. So I'm kind of interested. So yeah, what you all thought about this episode, comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you already didn't, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.